Congratulations, Matty. Jace Phelan here. What was the most pleasing aspect of that for you?
I thought it was a really fierce contest. GWS's tackle numbers were through the roof, particularly the first half. I thought we balanced it out in the second. So just, to be honest, a really long week and a tough week, and our preparation not ideal. Obviously the same a little bit for GWS as well, but to come through the week and to put in a really strong performance is probably the big win out of it.
Can you just run us through what the sort of timeline was like and which flights you took and what days you guys sort of got in?
Oh God, it's a bit of a blur. We got back late on the Sunday, straight into self-isolation. So we spent 3 days in our house. We weren't allowed out to exercise. Couldn't hug the kids, which was a bit challenging. And then we obviously flew up to New South Wales. We were still under ISO rules, but we were able to train on that Thursday, so we had a light run. Then we had a little bit more of a hit out on Friday, and then the ban or the isolation ban lifted, and we were back to a level of normality leading into the game, which was good.
Matthew, coupled with round one and then your performance today, what's it sort of say to you about how your team's positioned for this season?
Yeah, I think it demonstrates a level of resilience amongst the group to manage, some different sort of preparations. Obviously, the Perth game flew in day of game, and then pretty much straight to the ground. So all these things are different. They're obviously challenges that all teams may have to face at some point in what obviously is a unique environment that we're operating in now. But ultimately, the ability to manage that and then still come out and put in a performance is probably a testament to the level of maturity amongst the group as well. So that's really pleasing.
Ponta's performance in the first half, how important was that to see that from her and get that first little break in the game? Yeah, no, she's obviously a high-end talent, but what's really pleasing is she's working really hard. Last week she didn't get that reward, but she competed in an outnumbered situation a lot, and she was often the one doing the hard stuff last week without getting the finish. But this week, obviously to end up on the end of it and kick the goals that she did is significant in the outcome.
First match for Ebony against the Giants, obviously, since the contentious issue there. Did you raise that with Ebony, or did she have any sort of feelings about that?
Yeah, non-issue. No issue at all there.
She certainly played a game and a half. If it was bothering her, it didn't show.
No, I don't think it was bothering her. I think she just went and played a game of footy. She's great player. She works extremely hard. Unbelievable work ethic actually, and she's getting some reward, which is nice. So we're pleased for her.
What can you tell us, Matthew, about the head knock with Considine?
Yeah, correct. So ruled out of the game with concussion. So obviously there's a new protocol in place. So the medical team will manage that going forward. But obviously, if it turns into the 12-day minimum, then it clearly next week becomes not viable. But pleasingly, she was well. She's fairly coherent now, and hopefully it's on the minor end of things. But obviously from here forward, it just becomes a medical issue.
Sorry, just on mute. One of your players who maybe not one of your big ball winners or highly prominent in the game, but just shows some glimpses, and you obviously like her because you're playing her. Young Charlton.
Yeah, it's her. Oh, absolutely, yeah. So, no, I mean, she's elite junior coming through. Slightly interrupted pre-season, so learning to manage the loads of the demand of AFLW. But she's got some attributes which are going to make her a really good footballer. And we're pleased that she's getting the experience at the level, and she'll get better and better. So really pleased for Tia.
What do you land back into, Matty? Do you have any restrictions on you regards coronavirus or anything like that?
No. So the WA component of that is now we've still got to get our 12-day COVID test, but the isolation limit has been lifted in SA. I think we have to get a test on the basis of being in New South Wales, but we're heading back into a fair degree of normality now, which will be really nice to have a more settled week.
How do you keep your players, I guess, try to keep that level of routine when there just is none at times this season?
Yeah, it's been it's been a bit unique this last week, but as I said, ultimately, when it's time to train, when it's time to play, the players have been able to switch into that mode really effectively. We don't do anything in particular in that space. We just ask them to narrow the focus and to make footy their priority for that period of time, and then go about managing the other distractions away from that.
All right, thank you guys.
Good job, guys.